I'm Rose. Today we are going to learn Standard 5, Lesson 4, Nervous System. Okay, in the last chapter we have learned about the skeletal system. In the skeletal system I have introduced some of the most important systems which work inside our body. Yes or no? There is various systems like you can say body system, various body system like you can say skeletal system, nervous system, digestive system, circulatory system, respiratory system, digestive system, nervous system. There are various body systems which works together. Okay, so in the last chapter we have learned about the skeletal system. Today we are going to learn most of the important topic, that is the nervous system. Okay, so if we talk about what is nervous system, okay, in this chapter some of the most important topics that we are going to cover in this chapter is nervous system, brain, nerves, spinal cord and sense organs. So these are the most important topics that we are going to cover in this chapter. Okay, so if you talk about, first of all, the question arises, what is the nervous system? Yes or no? So it is one type of a communication system, or we can say internal communication system or the network which carries the message from the body towards the brain or from brain towards the body parts. Okay, so this is one type of a networking system. For example, if you see the mobile phone, how you talk to different people, yes or no? So there is one connection in that communication system, or we can say for here, if you are talking to another fellow, you can say one mobile phone, then this mobile phone, from this mobile phone it goes to the satellite or the space which is present in the space. It is in space. From here, this satellite again will go give the signal to the one who you are talking in the place where you are talking. So this is how the communications happens in the actual way in the daily life. Yes, we talk to other people, we chat in the computer, we work in the computer. That means in the modern world we work this way. Okay, but in our body also there is one type of communication system or the network that is called the nervous system. Okay, so which means this give, respond and take the sense from the different parts of the body. Okay, so this nervous system consists of brain, nerves and the spinal cord. Okay, brain, nerves and the spinal cord. That means these nerves carry the messages and transfer it to the spinal cord, and from spinal cord it goes to the brain. It goes to the brain. So these nerves are actually we'll study in detail or part. Okay, but this is how does it work. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So when this nervous system consists of these three important parts, that is the brain, spinal cord and the nerves. Okay. So then if you talk about how these are connected, if you talk about actually what happens, these nerves carry the message from different parts of the body and it goes to spinal cord which is present in the backbone, and from the spinal cord it goes to the brain which is present in our head. Okay, so brain is the most important part of our daily system, or we can say important part of our body. Okay, and it is a major part which controls the whole body. It is known for the intelligence, it is known for the remembering, we can say it is known for the intellectual way of way of working of the brain. Okay, so if you talk about this brain has three important parts. Okay, this brain has three important parts, that is the cerebrum and medulla. If you talk about the brain, if you can see the shape of the brain is like this. Yes, in that you can see here, and it is being connected to this. You can see. So this is like this. You can see this is the cerebrum. This is cerebrum. And this is medulla. Okay, so these are the three important parts of the brain. Okay, so brain, you can say it not only think or give reason or remember, it even controls the different part of the body. Okay, so it is known for the remembrance, it is known for the giving memory, intelligence. Okay, so it is not for that, but for that, other than this, it is not for that. It also is not for the controlling of the different parts of the body. Yes or no? So we learned about the three important parts of the brain, that is the cerebrum, and medulla. Okay, in the picture you can see this major part. You can see here. This is the major part. You can see this is called the cerebrum, which is the main part of the brain. And you can see it controls the thinking. It controls the learning, intelligence, memory, talking. Okay, these are the things which controls the major part of the cerebrum. Cerebrum controls the thinking, learning, speaking, intelligence. It is not for. Even we can say what we call give reason, remembering, memory power. It is all done in the cerebrum. It is all done in the cerebrum, the largest part of the brain. Okay, so this part, the largest part is called the cerebrum. Below that you can see the small part, medium-sized part, which is present in the below the cerebrum. That is called the cerebellum. Okay, so these control the voluntary actions. Voluntary actions, if you talk about the what we call voluntary action, that means which voluntary action, if you talk about, we have learned in the chapter 3, that voluntary muscles. Yes or no? So voluntary muscles means we can say, or the voluntary work, if you talk about, that means the work which is done by our own will. When we say, then only it will work. Okay. So for example, running, walking, reading, then you have the riding bike. Okay, so these are the voluntary actions. Okay, so these are work according to the muscles or bonds. Okay, so you can say that this is when you want, then only you will do. Okay, so which is the work which is done by our own will, that is called the voluntary actions. Okay, so this voluntary actions is being controlled by cerebellum. Okay, cerebrum, which is below the cerebrum. Okay, another is the medulla. Medulla spelling, if you talk about MEDULLA. Okay, medulla. Okay, so this is a smallest part of the brain, and it is connected with the spinal cord. Okay, so this controls the involuntary actions. Means the work or the things which are not working our own will. For example, the beating of the heart. Then you have the stomach, intestine, working of the intestine, working of the stomach. Okay, and the heartbeat. Okay, so these are the work which is not controlled by our own will, which is not done by our own will. Okay, so it continuously work from the birth, from where you have birth, from the birth to till that it will continuously work. It doesn't get tired. Okay, so this medulla controls the involuntary action. That means, for example, is the involuntary spelling, if you talk about. This word comes from the voluntary. So voluntary are being controlled by cerebellum, and involuntary are controlled by the medulla. Okay. So this is how the different parts of the brain work. Okay. Another, if you talk about the spinal cord. Okay. So these are the spinal cord is being present in the backbone. Have you seen the backbone? If you can see here, we have very long ribs behind the back. Yes or no? And we can stretch and bend here and there. Okay. So this backbone contains different types of a small hole in which the spinal cord passes through. So this medulla oblongata, which you see, this medulla oblongata, it is called oblongata. Okay, so this medulla oblongata, this part, the stem, which is called, it is also called stem of the brain. This medulla oblongata is connected with the spinal cord. Okay, so this what happened. What is the work of the spinal cord? If we talk about it, collect the messages. It collects the messages from different parts of the body, and for the who help for the collection of the different messages from the body? Nerves. These nerves collect body and it sent it to spinal cord. It sent it to spinal cord and this spinal cord then it transfer to the brain. So same as in opposite way also, if the brain wants to give any signal or wanted to work anything, wanted to do any work, it will give the signal to the what we call spinal cord and from spinal cord to the nerve. So this is to and fro. We call the to and fro, give and take type. Okay. So brain takes the message and even gives the signal. Okay. So spinal cord is, we can say, it is being connected with the medulla oblongata and is present in the backbone towards the tail. Okay, from neck towards the back. Okay, so this is being protected. This spinal cord is being protected by the backbone. It is being protected by the backbone. Okay, and it is very flexible. It is very flexible and tough bone, so that we can stretch, we can bend, we can move to and fro. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so what is the most important thing is that the spinal cord, one of the most important, this is what does the spinal cord do. Okay, one more important talk is that the reflex action. Reflex action. If we talk about the reflex action here, this reflex action is, we can say, automatic response. Reflex action means automatic response. We in the absent-minded also we can even respond very automatic. We can say very fast. Okay. For example, if you are touching any hard thing, okay, it is the iron. I just touch it. Within a second, you just withdraw your hands. Yes or no? So this is called the automatic response, or the what we call automatic response, or we can say the withdraw of the hands very fast. Okay, so this happens many times. Okay, when you prick with the thorns on your palm or in the leg, you can automatically withdraw it. Yes or no? When we touch it, this happen due to this is what we call the reflex action. Okay. Another topic we are going to talk is the nerves. Another topic that we are going to talk is the nerves. Okay, so there are this nerves. If you talk about the structure of nerves, it is somewhat like this. You can see here the structure I am just making. Okay, so in this it is contain a nucleus and it is having a dendrons like this. Okay, it is having a dendrons. It is being branches like this. Okay, you can see it here. It has different branches. Okay, and it is being connected with a action. Okay, and you can see this action like this, and again it is this type of sensory nerve. Okay, so here there is no space. I will just draw this way. Okay, you can see here. So this is the nerves, and this is being distributed in different parts of the body, and it is being connected to each other. Okay, for example, you can see here this is a nucleus and this is the whole body of the nerves. Okay, and it has a long tail, and this tail is again connected with another neurons. Okay, so another nerves, or we can say neurons. Okay, so this is how it is connected one after the other, and so it is very easily to transfer any message from one place to another. Okay, so there are three types of nerves, that is sensory nerves, motor nerves and the mixed nerves. Sensory nerves, motor nerves and the mixed nerves. If we talk about the sensory nerves, it carries message from body to the brain. Body to brain. It carries message from body to the brain. And if we talk about the motor nerves, it carries messages from brain to body. Brain to body means different parts of the body. Okay. And if you talk about the mixed nerves, okay, and mixed nerve, if you talk about this gives or pass signals between these two nerves. This mixed nerves, what happens? It transfer or it signals or it gives signal. That means you have to do this one, you have to do that one. Okay, and together it mixed up. That means it gives signal to both sensory nerves and the motor nerves. So these are the three sensory nerves who collect the messages from the body parts to the brain, and from brain to the different parts of that how we can feel, how we feel it. Okay, then how we feel it. Then you can see if you wanted to walk or if you want to play. So this is how the messages will be signal. That means if the brain's command that you have to do this one, then it is a voluntary action. That means I am doing this one. For example, the heartbeat, it cannot work, it cannot stop. If once it stops, you will die. Okay, this happens. Okay, another topic we are going to discuss is the sense organ. Another topic that we are going to learn is the sense organ. What is called sense organ? Have you learned in smaller class what are the sense organ which is present in our body? Have you learned? Yes or no? So this sense organ is the organ which make us to learn about the outside world. Learn about the outside world. Okay, so this is, that means it make us, or we can say help us to know or learn about, or help us to know or learn about the outside the world. So there are 5 sense organs. How many are there? There are 5 sense organs, like we can say eyes, then you have the ears, then you have tongue, skin, and nose. Okay, so these are the 5 sense organs which make us to learn about or know about the outside world. Okay, if we talk about the eyes, eyes is the most important of this almost all 5 sense organs, because this eyes help us to see the proper way. For example, if you are seeing anything, your surroundings, you can see it properly, which color it is, what is the structure, what is the shape of that thing. Okay, so it properly, what is the color of that. Okay, so all that things we can see through our eyes, main work. Okay, and with that you can see that, for example, here is the eyes, you can see the structure of eyes here. Okay, it is connected. Okay. Okay, you can see this is called the cornea. This is called the pupil that which we see. Then you have the iris. This is called iris, and the lens. This is called lens. And there is one more called the cornea. Okay, so this is the cornea nerve, and this being what we call, it is being connected with the optic nerve. Here is the optic nerve. There are so many nerves. Okay, and this is called the optic nerve. Okay, so what happens? We see through the pupil, the black color which you see, no, that is called the iris. Okay, that is called the iris, and through that iris we see the different things of the surroundings, and from that it goes to the that we call lens, and from lens it goes to the cornea. Okay, and this cornea is being attached with the nerves called optic nerve. Optic nerve. Okay, this cornea is being attached to the optic nerve, and from optic nerve it goes to the brain. From optic nerve it goes to the spinal cord, and from spinal cord it goes to the brain. So this is how the eyes work. Okay, so this pupil collect the surroundings and it transfers to the iris, and from iris it goes to the cornea, and this cornea is being attached with the different nerves called optic nerve. Okay, and from optic nerve it goes to the spinal cord. From spinal cord it goes to the brain. So whatever things you see in your surroundings, it is being signaled or it is being collected by the eyes, and it is being transferred to the brain, that you are seeing this kind of things in your surroundings. Okay, so if you talk about the eyes, in the eyes you can see the eyelashes. Yes or no? You can see my eyes. You can see this is the eyelashes. They protect the eye from the dust particles. They protect the eye from the dust particles. Okay, so this is the work of the eyelashes. Okay, another we are going to talk about the ear. We are going to talk about the ear. Okay, this is, you can see the structure of ear. Okay, and it is being connected like this. There are so many machines inside. Okay, so the sound is being collected by this ear. That is, this is called the external ear. This is called the external ear, and this is called the, here is called the eardrum, and this is called the pinna. Okay, so the what we call all the sounds which you hear, it is being collected from the external ear, the outside things which you see here, and the canal you can see inside it, and that is called the pinna. Okay, so this external ear collect the sound, and it is being transferred to the pinna, and it is being transferred to the eardrum. From eardrum it goes to the different nerves, and from there it goes to the spinal cord, then to the brain. So this is how it works, the ear. Another is called the nose. Another is called the tongue. Another is called the tongue. If you talk about the tongue, okay, so this is the mouth, okay, and this is the taste bud. You have different taste bud. Okay, you can see the different taste bud which is present here. Okay, so the area which you see here in the this is here it tastes the bitter. Yes, here it tastes the bitter. Then this area tastes the sour. This is the this sour. Sour means you can say that because we eat citrus, no? Citrus fruit we sometimes feel sour. Okay, another is the salty. This part you feel the salt, and this will be called the sweet. Here we feel the sweet. So these are the different taste buds. How we feel, how we taste the food. Okay. So here it is, if you taste, here it feels the bitter, here is the sour type of taste, here is the salty type of taste, and here the tip of the tongue is the sweeting taste. Okay, and if you talk about the nose, okay, we smell, yes or no? Our nose, you can see we smell through the nasal, and its nasal chamber, and in that you can see sometimes when the nose is blocked, we can't even smell. Why? Because the nose is blocked, due to that we can't smell the different parts of the different thing of the food or the aroma or the things which we are from surroundings. Okay, so this is one of the most important sense organ. Nose is also one of the most important sense organ. Another is the skin. If you talk about the skin you can see it is the outer covering of our body. Yes or no? When we touch, we feel it. When we touch, we feel it. And when we touch, it pains. We can say when it pricks something, it pains. Yes or no? So if you touch, we can feel hot and cold. Yes or no? If it is so much cold, we feel cold. If it is so much hot, we feel hot, so much hot. Okay. So these kind of sensation we can feel through the skin, and this protects us from the outside injury. Okay, so this whole part is covered with the skin, and this is one of the most important sense organ of our body. Okay, so the chapter is already completed. I think you have already understood. Please go through the chapter. The next day I'll teach you something about the next chapter, that is called the food, health and hygiene. Thank you for now.